Hey, what's up guys? And today I'm going to be playing the Paradox Platform Cast Up. As a lot of you guys know, I've recently switched to keyboard and mouse, so I'm trying to do anything I can to improve. And I've played this before, and the most I've got was 34 points, so my aim for today is just to beat my record of 34 points. As a lot of you guys know, I'm a biggest Jarian fan, and one of his biggest tips is to start 5 minutes late. So I'm gonna start 5 minutes late, so we don't directly go against players that are bad, but that could be a little tilted. So this right here is my drop spot, this little house with the H, and usually when I land here I don't get contested, but this specific game, the first game, I did get contested. So not gonna lie, I didn't really know what to do. It's just me not having a lot of experience with this area. I mostly land here in arena and I don't play a lot of arena. One of my biggest problems though is when I'm in fights, I tend to get really scared and really anxious, and I have to mentally tell myself to calm down. So that's something I'm gonna try to do throughout this cash cup. Like in the fights I get into, sometimes I may panic, spam build, so I'm gonna need to tell myself to calm down, chill out, because if I'm calm, I won't mess up my edits, I won't mess up my builds, and hopefully I won't die to whoever I'm fighting. Now as you can see right here, I just grabbed the chest and then some guy pops up out of nowhere. He hits me a little bit, and right now is when I'm really starting to get anxious and kind of scared. Like look, messing up my builds, look at me. Even though I did kind of try to tell myself to stay calm, I just got way too anxious and scared. It's just I don't have a lot of fighting experience, and right there I mess up the edit and he just kills me. So yeah, I need to improve and just calming down. In game 2, I get a burst, he gets a pump, my aim is not that great, so he just ends up destroying me. I need to improve my aim. So in game 3, I end up finding this box and I check if anyone is in there, and it turns out that there's a kid just AFK in there, so I get free points and free loot. Eventually I make my way towards Salty at the Stark area, I loot that up, and someone starts shooting at me. I crack him, so I know this is the perfect time for me to W key him. I've been playing a lot of box fights and zone wars, so I've been trying to get good at things like W keying and taking walls, and eventually I just end up killing him with a nice little flick. So now we've reached late game and I'm doing the bouncer super impulse strategy, and this tree screwed me over so hard because I had to use another impulse, and that other impulse could have came in handy in the end game. What ends up happening is I just panic. Honestly, I've never really had an end game experience on keyboard and mouse. It's not even that stacked, but like I said, I just panicked. I don't know what was going on, honestly. I was telling myself to tunnel, come on, just tunnel, but my fingers would not move. I had no idea what was going on. So yeah, you'll just see that play out. Game 5 is super duper scuffed. So a kid lands at my house way before I do, so I know there's no chance that I'm gonna be able to kill him. I don't want to 50-50 him, so I decide to just run the slurp truck. I grab slurp truck, I check if there was any weapon in that thing. Turns out there was nothing, and for some reason the thing where you could push the truck into the slurp, like the back part of the slurp, I don't know, it didn't work anymore. So eventually we get to end game. I get pretty good loot, and I legitimately missed all my shots on this kid. Unbelievable. But something like I'm not really good at and that I've been practicing is realistics, because I'm really not good at closing out mid-game fights, and in the end that's what ends up getting me killed, because this fight takes way too long. I hit him and he just builds and runs away, and my building isn't that great, my editing isn't that great, my piece control isn't that great. Those are all things I'm trying to improve on, and eventually we both end up dying because the fight just took way too long. Someone else comes along and kills both of us. Now what ends up happening in game 8 is I see a kid gliding above me, and I thought he was gonna go past me or land away from me, but he lands directly on top of me, just starts W keying, and as soon as I see that, I know he's the better player, and he's just pumping me, piece controlling me, and this is when I panic, because I know he's the better player. So I know if I don't build, if I don't spam build, I'm gonna die. So I end up messing up my build, messing up my edits, and he piece controls me, and I end up dying to something really stupid. I don't box myself up while healing, and he just comes up and pumps me. So yeah. In game 9, all I gotta say is controller, bruh. Just controller players. Now I was really dumb and I saw him in front of me, but didn't decide to build because I didn't think he was gonna shoot at me. I thought we were just gonna both rotate, but he ends up lasering me, bruh. And this is a Nerf controller on PC. This is console controller that they haven't touched. So you know this is still aimbot. So I end up being dumb and thinking I can swim away, but he ends up beating me. So in game 10, I make the crucial mistake of misclicking. I end up using one of my impulses that could have helped me escape from the situation. So now I have to use my last one, and there's a kid boxed up over here. So what I try to do is maybe shoot at this kid a little bit, and hopefully the kid that was chasing me will start fighting the other guy and leave me alone. But that's not what ends up happening. I try to take his wall, and I eventually do, but I miss my shot so horribly and then as you'll see, he hits me really hard. So I try running away, and while all this is happening, the other guy is breaking us down, and because of my really bad awareness, I did not realize until he finally broke us down. So you'll see he broke us down. I tried to go on the crash pad, but it already got popped. And just by him piece controlling me like that, I know he's a good player. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. So I've learned a lot from this cash cup. One of my biggest problems is just I need more experience in fights, so I'm gonna keep playing box fights, keep doing realistics, and just improving in combat. And also my awareness is pretty bad when it comes to people breaking me down. I need to get better at finishing off fights. But hopefully this video brings a lot of new faces to the channel. And if you guys enjoy the video, make sure you like and subscribe. And yeah, peace.